Welcome to YMCA 360. My name is Russ. Thank you for joining me again as we take a look at the many ways all of us can make a big difference in our own communities, and indeed the world, by collectively making the small and big efforts to make it a better place. We're talking about social impact. Last week, we talked about how much elderly people can benefit from the time and relationships that younger people can create with them, and we touched upon volunteering as a way to have these kinds of social impacts. Volunteering is the bedrock in many ways for people to make a social impact, and there's lots of causes that are always looking for volunteers to get involved. Before diving into some of the different opportunities, you might consider some important things. Firstly, is that most volunteer opportunities exist within nonprofits. That's why they need the support of volunteers in the first place. They use every bit of their resources to achieve the good work they are trying to accomplish. Sometimes that means volunteers may pitch in more than just their time and talents to help realize the goals of the nonprofit. You may even find yourself working with fewer resources than you might like. Also, keep in mind that even though you are a volunteer and not being paid for your time, you are still making a commitment, and the people organizing the group or the event will rely on you once you have made that commitment. Don't get involved with something if you will likely be unreliable. Different volunteer opportunities will have different time commitments. Maybe it's a one-off event. Maybe you're agreeing to do a regular shift, or maybe you are working on a unique project that needs completed by a certain date. Whatever it is, don't overcommit to something you cannot do. Something to think about before you volunteer is that you do so at your own risk. Accident and injury will likely not be covered, and you will probably be asked to sign a waiver before volunteering. So make sure that you know what your limitations are. What are you willing to do and what you are not willing to do? And what the organization is expecting of its volunteers. Just have clear expectations between the both of you. I would bet that somewhere near where you live, there is an animal rescue or shelter that would benefit greatly from a person with a love of animals. And I bet that they have a team of volunteers, so many that you may have to wait for an opportunity. Volunteers at an animal shelter might expect to walk dogs, socialize cats, show the animals to potential adopters, of course lots of cleaning up, photographing the animals, tending to the landscape, or administrative duties in the office, and if you're able, perhaps even fostering from time to time. Maybe you are more motivated by efforts to improve the environment. These efforts could be cleaning up, planting and working with specific habitats, education of others. Without finding a group, you could participate in the trash tag challenge. Users pick a place filled with litter, clean it up, and post before and after pictures. Volunteers have made beaches, parks, and roads trash-free while also raising awareness of the quantity of plastic litter we produce. Other opportunities may include places like community theaters, museums or monuments, youth organizations, sports teams, or after-school programs like the YMCA, or places of worship. So go ahead and see what needs you can meet in your local community by volunteering your time and talent with local nonprofits. Consider yours and their expectations, and if it fits, get involved. And once you have found somewhere to get involved, please share them with us using the hashtag #WhySocialImpact and tell us all about their mission and what you are doing with them. We cannot wait to hear about all the amazing organizations you have found out about and got involved with this week. We will be back again with more ways that you can make a social impact in your community very soon. And don't forget to make it a great day.